All right, welcome to this meditation time, this extra meditation time, hopefully for you, that can just give you a few minutes of finding this incredibleness of the present moment and really focusing on this concept of peace. And the reason I chose this topic for these nights, for the next few days, is I really want to honor the work that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did for not only our country and our communities here local, but that he did for our world. And so each day we're going to explore a different part of us, and we're going to relate it to the topic of peace. And so tonight's focus is peace in our emotional selves. And so let's just get comfortable wherever we are. You can just have a seat or lie down wherever you are in your home, and then gently allow your eyes to close if that feels right, or just cast your eyes down a bit. And let's start our time with a few slow, deep breaths in together. So just inhale here, fill yourself up. And then when you are ready, just let it go. And then inhale again, fill yourself up. And then when you are ready, just let it go. 2 more like that. Inhale slow and deep. Exhale, let it go. 1 more. And release. And then if you'll just kind of stay where you are in that spot, either lying down or seated, and just allow your eyes to stay closed. Stay connected to the breath. And I want to share just a few words that Dr. King gave us that I think fit really nicely with this idea of peace within our emotional selves. There's a quote that he said that tells us, if you cannot fly, then run. And if you cannot run, then walk. And if you cannot walk, then crawl. And if you cannot crawl, then just figure out exactly what you can do and keep moving forward. And I think so often in our emotional lives, these emotional responses that we have, and we have them every day, so often we get disappointed, or we don't feel like something has happened the way that we expected it to happen, or all of a sudden something makes us feel incredibly sad or sorrowful. And we assign meaning to these emotions, and we put them in these categories of good and bad. And when the category of bad keeps getting filled up, this idea of keep on going seems really far away. But Dr. King tells us that it doesn't matter what you're doing and how you're doing it. What matters is that you keep moving forward. And what our meditation practice teaches us is that moving forward occurs 1 breath at a time. We inhale to this present moment, and we exhale and we let go whatever we don't need. And then we move forward to this next beautiful present moment. And so I'd like for us each just to kind of sit in our spot where we are and just think across this day, what emotions have you felt? Not good and bad, but just what have you felt? Have you felt joy? Have you felt frustration? Have you felt anger? Have you felt happiness? Have you felt passion or creativity? Have you felt disappointment or sorrow? So just kind of keep a list in your mind. Just what have you felt today? And then as that list is starting to kind of just tick off in your head, just ask yourself, what did I do with those emotions? How many of them filled me up and allowed me to keep going? And how many of them kind of paralyzed me for a minute or felt like they were setting me back or caused me to freeze or caused me to lash out? What oftentimes happens is our emotions in and of themselves are not bad and they're not negative. We are feeling emotional beings. It's what we do with them that borrows us trouble. We weren't designed to stop feeling, but we were not created to let those feelings paralyze us or cause us to take them to a degree that they were never intended to be, or cause us to get into a space of darkness where we feel like we can't get out. And so the words of Dr. King reminds us that you don't have to all fly every single day and every moment. Sometimes we crawl and that's all we've got. But the idea is we keep moving forward. So I would invite you just to continue to breathe slowly and deeply. And as you do, you'll remember these emotions of the day and that list that you made just moments ago. But rather than thinking about them as good or bad, think about the fact that you are filled with emotions. You are filled with feelings, which means that you are filled with energy and vibrancy. And even when those moments come, when the emotions are of sadness or disappointment, rather than letting it be something that's debilitating, let it be something to remind you, I am filled with life. I'm filled with life so much that I can feel these things on an energetic, on a mental, on a physical level. And that in and of itself is something to celebrate. The emotions themselves are not good or bad. They're just a sign that we are alive. So let's just sit together and continue to breathe across these next few breaths. A slow, deep breath in here in this present moment, and then a slow, complete breath out. And then take it in again, slow, deep breath in, feeling this present moment, and then a slow breath out. And then let's just sit here in the quiet for just a bit, just kind of basking in the knowledge that we are feeling emotional, vibrant beings, and that is good. Let the sound of that singing bowl bring your attention back to the moment that we're sharing. But let the sound of that singing bowl also reflect the vibration that comes from this inanimate object. And if it can create a vibration of energy like that, think what you can do. We are emotional, feeling, vibrant beings. And we were designed and created to celebrate the life that we've been given. We were created to feel, and we were created to keep moving forward, enjoying this present moment as it is, and then as it ends and you exhale, get ready to enjoy the next. So like Dr. King says, it doesn't matter if we are flying or running or walking or crawling. All that matters is that as we take in that next breath, we are moving forward. Let that be how you bring peace to your emotions, and then eventually peace to your life. Namaste.